Come on, Dad, let's go! Humans are different. Or at least that's what I hear. I personally try to stay away from them. But some, it seems, are born with unique qualities that allow them to do things that others just do not have. Like some are born bigger and end up being linebackers or something. Some are just better at learning instruments or using tools. And some don't have any skills, and so they just make reaction videos. See, we're all different and have different purposes, and that's okay. Take me, for instance. You know, I was given the wonderful gift of being able to draw silly pictures a little bit better than some other people. And doing this, a huge advantage over my other human opponents, as you can see. So the Lord just had to even the playing field a wee bit. Nerf me, if you will, by making me just a little bit dumb. Well, joke's on everyone, because now it's given me some funny stories to tell for people to laugh at my expense. Ha ha ha! The amount of dumb things I've done as a kid could probably make up a whole other video. And a Netflix series, probably. So I might talk about those some other time, because I wanted to talk about stupid things I've done semi-recently. But for the record, I've still already matured miles past all these events, okay? I'm a changed man. I'm never, ever gonna do any of these things again, alright? Alright, here we go. Let's get into... So this first story is from a couple years ago or something. I was in school and business studies had just ended, and for some reason, I literally have no idea how or why this happened, but my little brain was convinced that that was the last period of the school day. But, here's the thing. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Yeah, brain got it wrong. Thanks, brain. Anyway, I was all set to go home. So I went downstairs, walked to the exit doors of the school, opened it, and just kept going. I kept walking all the way up to the entrance of the premises where buses usually were to pick people up. But obviously, they weren't there. This did not bother me, however, because I just assumed that they'd already left, because I'm basically Sherlock Holmes. And Mum picks me up anyway, so I didn't care. Then I left the premises. Yep, I literally left school before it was over and got all the way out and nobody stopped me. And there's no way people didn't see me. Looking back, I'm quite surprised. Didn't think it'd be that easy. Give it a go, kids. But anyhow, I don't suspect anything as I walk down the road where Mum normally picks me up. I only observe that it's weirdly quiet. Very peaceful, lovely. So I'm waiting for Mum and she's taking an unusually long time to pick me up. Obviously. This is where I was starting to get a bit concerned. Why, you ask, would I not send her a message or call her? I don't just remember. It was most likely because I'd forgotten to charge it or bring it. Wouldn't put it past me. Or it could have been because I'd forgotten I'd had it entirely. Also would not put it past me. In any case, what I decided to do was to go back to the school and get someone to call her and I just wait for her there. So I walk back to the school, no questions were asked over where I'd been, and I go to reception. What follows is the most confused conversation I've ever had. I say, hey, hello, hi there, my mum, hasn't come to, pick me up. So, can you, see where she is, or something to that effect. She says, when's your appointment? I was a little confuzzled. Maybe she misheard me. No, it's just my mum, hasn't, picked me up, she says again. But have you got an appointment? Can this lady not flippin' shut up about any stupid appointment? I want to go home. The thing is, I did have an appointment later that day. It wasn't during school, but I thought maybe that's what she's talking about. So I make things worse and tell her this. This nightmarish exchange goes on for a wee bit, until it finally, suddenly clicked. Wait, was that last period? Last period is happening now. Oh! And I left, and went to what was left of my maths period. The teacher obviously asked me where I was, and I was like, oh, I thought school was over. And she was like, okay, whatever. This next story happened in the same year, I'm pretty sure, as the last story. Goodness, was that okay? Anyway, I was doing some chores for Mum around that time for some cash. And she asked me if I could take this box of glass jars down our steps and into the boot of her car. And she said to be extremely careful. So I was like, Mother, careful? Careful? I am careful incarnate, okay? Careful is my wife till death do we part. The universe coming into existence without a mind behind it is more likely than me being anything less than careful. Sorry, Mother. So this was an easy job, alright? Short walk, out, back in, profit. So I, with my box of glass jars, approached the door, opened it, dropped. The ground was wet. A real setback for one hoping to get this done without the great complication of putting on footwear. Still preferring this inconvenience over getting my feet wet, I looked in my nearest vicinity for something. Aha! A pair of Mum's high heels, right at the door. Thank you, Lord. This will do the trick. So I slipped them on and ventured down the steps with this box of glass jars. 5 steps. I made it down 5 steps before suddenly... It was at this moment that he knew. He messed up. Yeah, I don't know how you ladies do it. The heels were too loose on my feet. I landed wrong, and I lost my grip in the box. I take it I'm not getting paid? I was not paid. Not for that, nor for the next big job I had of picking up all of the glass from the stairs and driveway. Which I suppose is fair enough. Alright, so I think those 2 stories got us to a respectable video length, so we'll stop there. In conclusion, I am not the brightest crayon in the toolbox. But, seeing that I now cringe at these memories, it's clear that I am, at least to some extent, smarter than I was, and my smarts will surely, if very slowly, increase over time. Fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. Sorry for how flipping long this took to come out. Like, unbelievable. Please forgive me, and please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Or if you pity me. I'll take that. Anyway, have a class day, and I'll see you all next time.